Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play .hack.gu Volume 2. Last time, my waifu gave us her member address, and then we went on a date in a dungeon, and Haseo screwed everything up because he's a worst person at things. Let's see if he can redeem himself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I pulled you into this.
Alkaid, you have nothing to be sorry for.
Look, just forget anything I said earlier, okay?
No!
See ya!
I want to play video games with you!
When's the Holy Palace tournament?
Why are you just saying this now like it's no big deal, Haseo? Why couldn't you have said this in the
Find our way
dungeon?
through the tournament, we might find out why Sirius started acting strange, right?
Haseo!
And don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this for your sake or Sirius.
And you still have to be a jerk about it.
Huh?
If the reason for Sirius's change of heart is Ida's influence, then that winged guy and naked guy must be...
Naked guy. I am never going to get over that.
Ida, and Ida calls epitaphs.
Yeah, just like Ovan said.
So I have no idea why that, you know, joining up together in the tournament was just dragged out as long as it was. It's some kind of anime thing. But whatever. Looks like we're going to be doing a new tournament with Alkaid, which is pretty cool. It feels weird though. Like, I'm so used to Syllabus and Adelie, like, being part of the tournament, and now it's just going to be Alkaid instead of Syllabus. But I don't know. So it was fun. I could tell that it was like fun for Syllabus, but he wasn't like in it. I mean, he was in it, but like he was doing it for fun, you know. And now it's like it's cool that Alkaid and Haseo both have reasons for it. But yeah. So anyway, you can kind of tell by now that Alkaid is actually like a huge nerd, and I think that's adorable. Like, she's still confident in everything, but like once she let her like wall fall, you can tell that she's like a total dork, and I love it so much. Okay, so they don't actually tell you about this. This quest just kind of pops up, or maybe they do tell you in an email somewhere down the road. I'm not sure why I'm checking this. I think it's just for, I was just curious. But since we can customize bike parts now, we are going to be able to go on bike missions to win new parts and everything like that, and take place in bike races. So this is the quest you need to do to unlock that feature. The guy is a duck, but it's basically like a Vital Vista quest, where the person you help is going to unlock a feature and track your progress for certain things. This guy tracks your progress through bike missions exclusively, and honestly, it's the only one I'd think is worth getting all the prizes for, just because it's so easy to. Like, I have no idea why it's so easy to do. He keeps track of two things. He keeps track of the number of races you do, and he keeps track of the number of chim spheres you collect on the races. And I'll explain about that in a little bit, but each race only takes like 30 seconds to do.
No way.
And what you are trying to do is just get your a best time by hitting all 3 King Chim Chims on a race course in whatever order you want. And you like go bowl over like lines of chims and get like a ton of chim spheres, more chim spheres than you'll ever get in the entire game doing like the normal game. So he'll keep track of both of those, and just doing bike, if you just do like bike missions for like 10 minutes, you'll unlock a ton of stuff. And there are prizes in the bike missions too, and some of them are really good. Some of them are like hard to find, like accessories for not accessories, but like, you know, the customizable items. I just really gotta think of like a better name to describe what those are. But okay, before we do that, we'll just take a look around Zoldona, because we haven't really like just to show off like where the shops are and everything like that. Everything is like right there in the square, and it's great. I definitely like the setup here most of all, because if you're ever gonna like be shopping for things, it's good to have like everything all together like that. Not that I mind if it was like a slightly bigger town and they were in like different locations or something, but Makanu really was like way too big. And with a new town comes a new set of healing items too, so since our HP and SP are kind of getting up there, we'll be able to pick up some items that heal for more HP and SP. And we also have some new magic scrolls here. And this is the part of the series where I'm going to start like making sure people have the proper healing spells. I don't need to buy like all the attack magic and everything like that, because I really don't play around with magic too much. I'll just leave those up to the Shadow Warlocks. But I do want everybody to have like healing spells, like the rep spells, and be able to revive people with Rip Main, and things to cure status ailments. Because, like I've said before, for whatever reason, they made each status ailment be healed by a specific item. Maybe I didn't explain this, but in the first series, your equipment and your items were all lumped together in items, and you had like a cap of like 40 different types of items you could collect and carry with you. So, I guess to kind of like compensate for that, status recovery items were separated into like two different types. Like physical and mental ones, where physical ones were like poison and paralysis, and mental was like confusion and charm. So you could heal basically every status ailment with only 2 items. But in this game, each status ailment has like its own healing thing, and that takes up a lot of space in your inventory. Even though they split up items and equipment in 2 separate ones, you still only have 30 spaces for items. And with the number of different items that heal different sets of HP and the different status recovery things, it's easy to get your inventory filled up. But hello.
We are the ultimate,
Oh.
the invincible, the strongest speed demons.
You went with those voices, huh?
One, come together.
That's not annoying at all.
Goblins.
I agree, Haseo.
Come, God.
For once.
Stupid bird Kapu must have asked you adventurers to come here and try to get his bike back for him. Right, Gob? Well, listen up, Gob. If you can beat us at tag, we'll give you back the bike, Gob. The rules are simple, Gob. You have your own bike, right, Gob? Well, then you'll be it while you're riding it, Gob. If you can catch all 5 of us, Gob, then you win and we give the bike back, Gob. If you can't do it, you lose, Gob. Now, if you get off your bike at any time, it will be considered an immediate forfeit, Gob. You got that, Gob? Good. Then let's start playing tag, Gob. We'll show you that the junk you call a bike is practically a dust-eating slug compared to the speed and quickness that us goblins possess, Gob. All right, everyone, let's show them what we've got. Gob, 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 gob. Gob, gob, gob. Gob, gob, gob.
I really love it when annoying characters have a specific word they keep saying over and over at the end of their sentences, Gob. It's just like the oink thing with grunties, except, you know, Gob. It's so different. I hate it so much. It's so annoying. I don't like this song that's playing either. I don't know why this song is playing. I can't remember if I like changed bike parts or something, because I know certain bike parts will change the music that you hear while you're riding the bike. So I turned that part down a little bit because I don't want to have that playing in my head. So it's a nice throwback to the original series. They bring back Goblin Tag again. It's... Despite the gob thing, I think it's better here because you just do this all at once instead of, like, coming back throughout the whole game. In the first series, you basically get a message on the message board, like, starting a side quest, and it goes throughout the game periodically, where one of these golden goblins will want to play tag with you. And by tag, I mean have them run super quick around the field, and you have to chase them and take down their health. And it was kind of tough. You really needed to put like a speed up charm on you to even get close to them. And then you had to... Jeez, I don't know. I guess it depends on the difficulty of the goblin, but you can either like chase after it and like try to like cut corners to like get a hit in every now and then as they're running around, or sometimes you could kind of like slow them down enough while using a skill so you can get a few shots in, but then they'll just like dart off again. I know it got... They did this for all like 4 games too, and they changed it up and let you like use status ailments on the last one, and maybe even the others too. I know I ended up using sleep a lot on one of them, but then, you know, they get like resistance to magical attacks and like none of them will work, and it's just it's pretty hard. And you get like a set of equipment, and I guess if you put them all together you get to summon a goblin to do like massive damage, but I never really wore them because it's like it's just 5 more pieces of equipment to like carry around, you know? So in here it's like tag again, and even the head goblin's name is the same as the one from the first series, but it's much easier. All you gotta do is chase them down on their bikes, and, you know, that's it. That's all there is to it. But, I don't know. It's a nice callback. But, they are annoying. In fact, as much as I hate it here, I'd say they're more annoying in the first series. Like, I won't ever forget the very first time I played Dot Hack Infection. Like, I had a hard time understanding, like, some of the mechanics of it, because I wasn't very used to RPGs at the time. So, I brought it over to a friend's house, and we played it there, and, he made fun of, like, the first goblin, like, so much, because he had, like, the goofiest, stupidest voice, where it's like, let's play tag!
We were totally amazed by your riding skill, Gob. You're really something else, Gob.
Thanks, Gob.
However, Gob,
What's that, Gob?
we also have our pride. The pride of being the fastest in the goblin world, Gob. I promise you haven't seen the last of us, Gob. We'll be back for revenge someday, Gob. Just you wait. You'll be sorry when we do, Gob.
I'll take you on anytime, anywhere, Gob. You know what I liked most about that quest? It was fast, and didn't take like an entire episode to do. I do like the bike missions a lot. I know I made fun of Haseo on the bike a couple episodes ago, but the bike missions themselves are really fun, and they're definitely one of my favorite parts of GU. It's all optional too, like you don't have to do it if you're not interested. I'll show off bike missions like 1 or 2 times in the future, but I'm not spending too much time like recording everything for it, because, you know, it does get tedious, and it is like one of those things where it's like you could leave that thing recording for who knows how long until you actually like make it to first place. Like basically once you get like the pattern of what you need to do down, all you really gotta do is like just beat the time, either through like better bike tune-ups or just cutting corners a little more. But anyway, now that we took a break with that, let's go get Alkaid and sign up for the tournament, because Alkaid! Yeah, it sucks that you had to like just disband your party to do it, but I don't know. I felt like this was a good time to do it for like recording's sake. Yeah, I didn't really know if you needed Adderley or not, because, like, at this point in the story, we don't even know, like, who's going to be the third person. But as you saw in the last game, you don't even need, like, all 3 people there to register for a match, because one can just show up in the middle of it, and it's like, hey, that's fine. You know, it says you're offline or busy when you go to the party select screen, so you don't really know what to do, so you just have to do it anyway. And for some reason, you need to resign your title from the previous tournament to participate in another tournament. I don't really know why, and wasn't
All right.
your title
Registration complete.
like why you were able to get an advanced at home in the first place? So shouldn't we lose it? I don't know.
What?
I think it's for this scene right here where Alkaid's
Gave
just
up the
like,
Emperor's throne so easily.
yeah, just to show that
I
it
guess.
doesn't matter to
It's not
Haseo.
like I was in the tournament to become the Emperor anyway.
But it was a good perk,
Even without
wasn't
a
it?
fancy title, the fact that I beat Entrance will never go away.
And that was what was most important. You beat a stranger that you
Sounds
picked a fight
exactly
with.
like something Sirius would say.
I don't know. That guy seems like he's
Thank
hungry
you,
for power.
Haseo.
Like, it seems like losing a title would be
What for?
terrible for him.
Will you go on adventures with me again sometime?
Aw, yeah, I will.
Sure.
He's such a dork.
Really? That's great. So, I'll see you around then. And just so you know, I'm persistent and I never give up.
Yo,
So, you'd better invite
wink
me
right
sometime,
back to you,
okay?
girl.
I'll never forgive you if you don't.
The Ida attached to Sirius, and the winged guy, and the naked guy who were with him.
fucking naked. Like, Balmonk and Orca were... If they were so famous in the first version, like...
This will get me one step closer to the truth.
I don't know. I really feel like they should have just identified them
I'll log
as
out and check my
Balmonk and
email.
Orca, because it just gets stupid calling them the winged guy and naked guy so often. And to be fair, some forum posters do recognize them, but like in the game story itself and like the cutscenes and everything, like they really should just be identified as that. And you know, we're all wondering why are they like this. They may as well bring it up for the characters too. I don't know. Just something that really bugs me. Just one thing that bugs me about GU. Campaign start. Now you can do bike missions. Oh yeah, and you can only do bike missions if you choose this first part, passing, for your area word too. It's not like you go to like one specific area or it's like a separate server or something. Haseo, have you ever tried playing Crimson's Versus? It may be a card game, but after you set up your cards, it does all the battling for you, so it's easy for beginners to get started. Why not try it out? I did. I'm so average at it, but thank you, Syllabus. You have proved eligible to compete in the Holy Palace Arena Tournament. If you wish to participate in the tournament, please register at the arena counter found in Lumina Cloth. I thought I just
I'll go to the
did
arena
this.
counter and register for the
I'm
tournament.
confused.
If we can make our way through the tournament, I can fight Sirius.
Like, maybe I was supposed to read that before, but I don't know. Oh no, Salvador Ihara! Alkaid, he's a predator. Oh well, never said she was perfect. But yeah, I've saved all these greeting cards just for Alkaid too. I usually send greeting cards to like someone that I think would have like a funny reaction to it, so it's usually either like Sirius or Sirius. No. No, it's either to like Alkaid or Pyrrhus the Third. I don't know, I don't want to spoil some of the other characters I get, but I'll send them to those guys too. I don't know, I'm just using up all these. These greeting cards are kind of what replace like the mail that you'd get for that don't in the first game that didn't really have anything to do with the story, just like to get to know the characters a little more. And if you like do like proper responses, then their affection for you will raise. So your affection will raise with these people too when you do it, which is like another reason why I'm sending so many to Alkaid, because all these other characters, you know, they got to like us enough over the course of the first game. But here's our first actual new character in GU. But anyway, so Thanks for watching, guys. Next time, I guess we'll go register for the tournament again. So, see you later. Bye.